Hey everybody, it's Aaron Norris with the Norris Group. It is March 1st, and when it comes to millennials, what do you think about their house buying habits? That and much more as we cover the biggest headlines in real estate. Up on the radio show and podcast this week, we've got Chris German. He is with Remax, and he is the apartmentdealer.com. We don't typically talk a lot about commercial, but we talk about the last sort of cycle, where apartments stand now, if it's a good time to buy or sell, and so much more as we cover commercial on the radio show and podcast. Don't miss it, and we are now on Spotify. The Commerce Department reported an 11.2% decrease in housing starts in December. The National Association of Realtors reported a 4.6% increase in pending home sales last month. The Mortgage Bankers Association reported mortgage applications increased 5% from last week, and mortgage rates remained roughly the same, with 30-year rates at 4.35 and 15-year rates at 3.77. Do you believe in unicorns, the Tooth Fairy, and the Easter Bunny? Well, if you have an 850 credit score, you just might be one of those things. This Lifetime Achievement Award of getting the highest possible credit score for both FICO and Vanguard is enjoyed by only 1.4% of the population, hence why we like to call you the unicorn. So how do you become a unicorn? Time and strategy, but also everything affecting your credit score must align perfectly, including low credit usage, perfect payment history, and the length of time using it, possibly even being 20 years. It's a secret formula, we all know, but if you've got 850, you need to get a unicorn t-shirt. There you have it. Millennials have officially entered the house buying market, and according to Realtor.com, in January of 2017, millennials surpassed Generation X as the group that was responsible for the most new mortgages. By the end of 2018, millennials represented 45% of all new mortgages, compared to 36% for Gen X and 17% for boomers. What's new is that millennials are finally surpassing the older generations in the total dollar amount of these mortgages as well. They now represent the largest dollar volume by age group. Realtor.com notes, in addition to increasing their buying power and taking on larger mortgages, data reveals millennials have consistently made lower down payments than any other generation since 2015. So with this in mind, what are some good things that a millennial should be investing in? And I get this phone call often. Oftentimes millennials want to talk about investing before they even own a property, which is interesting. So entrepreneur.com says first they need to be focused on the location where they actually live. If you buy an apartment, you should get one in emerging areas. That appreciation is going to happen long term. Compact housing is, of course, more affordable in those areas. Probably the only thing that you're going to get into as a starter buyer. And investing in the interior will better affect the rental rate of return. So we need to be adapting to new trends like co-living, lots of opportunities. So if you're getting started, we even have a radio show for that if you're a millennial. So have at it. On the other hand, with all this good news about millennials, why is it still so hard for millennials to purchase a home? Well, it turns out we are going to be blaming their parents. A new study from Legal in General found that the bank of mom and dad is officially shut down. To afford a home despite the median sales price being over $315,000 in the third quarter of 2018, a lot of millennials have been relying on mom and dad. In 2018, of the 1.2 million homes sold at a combined value of over $317 billion, 1 in 5 received money from gifts from their parents. They even did a fun statistic showing that if the parents were in business, they would have been the 7th largest mortgage lender. So the bank of mom and dad is closed. Well, where do you go to next? Well, of course, Grammy and Pappy. Legal in General said a large number of older Americans are actually compromising their retirement in order to help their children and grandchildren buy homes. That's not cool. 20% of home buyers received a gift or loan from a friend or a family member. Of that, 72% are parents giving kiddos on average $39,000 to buy a home. More than 1 in 7 say that they've had to adjust to lowered standards of living as a result of giving or lending money to their kiddos in order to buy. Furthermore, 14% feel less secure about their future because they helped the family member buy a home, and 7% expect to postpone retirement for the exact same reason. So if you've never seen this in action, during the furlough in LA, I actually took an Uber drive with a driver who was secretly working on Uber. He was furloughed, happened to be that week because he was a teacher, working on the sideline to help pay off student debt for his kids, and he wouldn't tell his kids he was doing it. So if you don't believe it's happening, I do. And last but not least, on the millennial front, let's talk about how they're feeling about ownership. So they've entered home ownership, check. Managed to get some dough from mom and dad or Grammy and Pappy, check. But now, how about 63% of millennials regret buying the home that they purchased? Underestimating hidden costs associated with buying and owning a home, including the ongoing responsibilities of maintaining it, is the #1 reason millennial homeowners are feeling frustrated. Also, 18% are unhappy about the size of the home that they purchased, saying they regret buying a place that ended up being too small, according to a National Association of Realtors survey. And about 10% of those polled by Bankrate.com says the biggest regret stems from they bought their home settling for less than an ideal neighborhood. So I'm just curious, let's just bag on millennials this week. We'll get it out of our system for March. We won't do it again for at least March. How are you feeling about millennial buyers, realtors that you're working with? Are they understanding how much it's going to cost? I'd just be interested to hear what you have to say. If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat. If you're on Facebook, please don't forget to not only like the Norris Group page, but don't forget to add us to your See First list and with notifications on. Leave your comments below the video. And if we miss something, share the story on our comment sections on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll make sure to include it on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. Okay, up-and-coming events, March 5th, we have 10 decisions to make before the next downturn. We'll see you at OC Phoebe if you are in the Orange County area. March 6th, we'll do a real estate update with the Inland Valley Association of Realtors, followed by a big event at the Fox Theater. It's an annual event that Coldwell Banker Town & Country puts on. It'll be at the Fox Theater, and it will include Bruce Norris, Christopher Thornburg, as well as some other economists and some people in the market here in the Inland Empire. Always a really great event. If you're interested, you'll find a link on our website. March 11th, 10 decisions to make before the next downturn will be in LA at LA South RIA. And March 13th, the 10 decisions will be up in Sacramento with NorCal RIA. David Granzella will see you in March. For more information on all the events, you can check out thenorrisgroup.com. And for hard money, including fix and flip, buy and hold, and new construction in both California and Florida, you can check out thenorrisgroup.com and hit that hard money tab. And if you want more on passive investing with trust deeds, mortgages, and notes, check out thenorrisgroup.com and hit the invest tab. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you next week.